So not too concerned about the math page because it's pretty quick and easy and self-explanatory. Make sure your name and date at the top, but the first section is just divide and check. Look carefully. They give you an example right in the box. So bring the decimal point straight up and write it in the quotient, then divide as usual. But look at what it says for the second part. Be very careful to write each digit in the correct place. That's why you bring that decimal point up. So that way you are writing the number in the dollars place where it's supposed to be, the numbers in the cents place where they're supposed to be. And when you have a number like $25.75 divided by 5, you don't have a number over that 2 because we can't divide how many 5s are in 2. We went into both digits, 25. So that 5 goes right over the other 5 right next to the decimal point. Just like I had done on that second problem where I put the 2 right next to that decimal point. It doesn't come over here and then leave room for a space for whoever, whatever. No, you have to write it directly over top. So think those things through carefully. You do have to check. So divide and check on section 1. Then you're writing your Arabic numerals. Think about those carefully. Remember the rules. When there's a smaller Roman numeral in front, we subtract. When there's a smaller Roman numeral after, we add. That's going to be important, especially when you get down to like letter F, letter C. Those are going to be important to remember those rules. And your brain booster today we'll get to in just a second. Then you have your story problems. Your story problems I thought I was going to have to talk over with you, but work on those carefully. It tells you what was sold on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Add that together. Some of you are getting the right answer, just not the right way. I know that there's different ways of getting them, but I want you to kind of think through the most concise way of getting it so that you are getting the answer like the way the story problem is asking, because when the story problems get harder, it's going to be harder for you to solve them. So I just want to make sure. So you're going to add all of the hot dogs that were sold each day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then once you add all those up, then it tells you, okay, another hot dog stand, they sold 122 in all 3 days. So they already added up those. So now what you're going to do is take your answer that you got from those 3 days, adding the numbers that they gave you, take the number that you got, subtract this number from the other place from that, and then get your answer. So I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm kind of, but add up your 3 numbers that they give you for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Once you find that answer, you're taking that answer and subtracting the 122 hot dogs from that to get you the total of how many more one restaurant did than another. Okay, so think carefully. Some of you were kind of adding and subtracting all in the same problem. You can't do that. Remember, there's 2 steps, so follow the 2 steps. Then letter B. Ava, here you are. Your mom, actually. So Ava's mother bought 3 pounds of blueberries and 28 ounces of raspberries. How many ounces of berries did she buy? Well, we can't figure that out because pounds and ounces aren't the same. So what do we have to do? Yes, Ava got it, of course. Measurement problem. 3 pounds plus 28 ounces equals blank ounces. And work that out as a measurement problem. Then round to the nearest dollar, solve for n. Do what we did on the board earlier, which was solving your, following the signs with your mixed numbers. Reduce, look carefully at that. Reduce to the lowest terms. Make sure you're dividing by what you need to get to the smallest terms. Because if I can divide again, even smaller, then I haven't done it correctly. And on a test, I would have to take off points. So get to the smallest that you can. Start dividing by the biggest number that you can divide both by, okay? Then, brain booster, write 999 in Roman numerals. Now, some of you did try to answer my thing the other day, but some of you didn't. That was to really get you to think when I had the CMC, blah, blah, blah. So that's to get you to really think these things through, to know what those numbers are. So look at it carefully, and I'm going to see who's going to do the best job getting the that Roman numeral figured out. Okay? All right, so do well on this page, and I will see you in the next video.